What's going on, guys? It's NFL Zach back with another video, and this video is going to be my second mock draft 2.0. This is after the Sam Darnold trade, after the San Francisco Niners trade. Yeah, so we're gonna do just the first round here, first round mock draft, and I was gonna say, I did have another draft with the 49ers at the third overall. I did like last week, or a few days ago, but I'm deciding to do another one now just because the Sam Darnold one could switch a little bit up. I don't think I took a quarterback, but I'm just saying. So it's basically my second one in the last week or so. I mean, I'm looking at players all the time, seeing fits and where fits could be. So, all right, here we go. All right, starting off the draft, we have Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's a pretty obvious pick. It's going to be Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. It's probably the most obvious pick we've had in a very long time. Just because how dominant he has been in college, like through his whole college career, he's just been that dominant. He's lost 2 games in his career, I think it is. Don't quote me, but I think it was 2 games. Yeah. So Trevor Lawrence is the first pick, and he has crazy upside, very athletic, 6'6", I'm pretty sure. 230 pounds, 225, just a good size, and he can move. I think he's more underrated than we think on his feet, So, and he's a very confident in the pocket. I don't even know why I'm going over this so much, but it's just Trevor Lawrence, pretty obvious. So with the second pick, the New York Jets are gonna select. The Jets are going to go Zach Wilson from BYU. This one's pretty, not as obvious as the first one, but I would say pretty obvious too. Zach Wilson can throw in the run, can be mobile when he has to be. Can be a physical player. Just has really good arm. I think that's the best part of his game is his arm. So. Zach Wilson's the pick. For the third pick, we have the San Francisco 49ers, and they're going to go Justin Fields. The top 3 guys go off, 1, 2, 3, right? Or PFF says, but a lot of the PFF grades I do not agree with. But, Justin Fields, it fits the system they need. They need a guy that can move. Like Trevor Lawrence, he's underrated. He's even more athletic than Trevor. Justin Fields is very athletic. The only thing I don't like, and which is scary, it reminds me of a Dwayne Haskins. I know they went to Ohio State, both went to Ohio State, but very hesitant at times, And Sam Darnold had that problem too, just very hesitant. Not in college, but on the Jets. Super hesitant. Like you gotta. Sometimes he would basically do a fake throw, you could say, and then throws the ball the same exact direction. Not like Tom. When he sees it's not gonna work, he figures out another option and goes downfield or whatever underneath. So that's one thing he could work on. But besides pocket, he's very athletic. Can run if he needs to. I just think he needs to work on his pocket skills, and I think he can totally get better at that. So, all right. For the fourth pick, we have the Atlanta Falcons, and they're gonna go Kyle Pitts. I'm going Kyle Pitts now. Just after the pro day. That's what they need. They need a tight end. Hurst was disappointing this last year. Hayden Hurst. and I'm pretty sure Matt Ryan got restructure to his contract. And you know what? Matt Ryan still can play. Whoever says he can't is just lying. Yeah, Matt Ryan can still play, and Kyle Pitts is uh, best tight end, like prospect, like out of college, and I don't know, 15 years, 10 years. I couldn't name you who else is this highly rated and highly looked at and highly athletic. He's basically a wide receiver and basically a wide receiver body, but as a tight end. All right. For the fifth pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking. I'm gonna go. It's these two guys right here, Penny Sewell and Jamar Chase. You know what? Because I'm looking at the Dolphins and seeing what they need, because they need both. But what are they gonna take? What are the Bengals gonna take? I'm gonna go Penny Sewell. I think a bigger need is tackle for them, or just offensive line. Wide receiver, they still got T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They lost A.J. Green, but Tyler Boyd probably the best slot in the league. And T. Higgins has a lot of upside. Looked pretty good for where they got him last year too. So, and Penei Sewell, all around great tackle. Think highest upside tackle in this draft. Maybe not most NFL ready, but best upside. Can be. I think it's a not a guarantee, but it's close to a guarantee. Very close guarantee All-Pro or Pro Bowl tackle. So yeah, the Penei Sewell is the guy for them. So with the sixth pick, we have the Miami Dolphins, and I think this is going to be. I think it's going to come down to two guys here. It's going to come down to Jamar Chase and Rashawn Slater, and it's like, what do you want more? And people are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to go Rashawn Slater. Just because how NFL ready the guy is and how dominant he was this last year, or 2019 season, so 2 years ago you could say. This is the most NFL ready tackle. Eric Fisher type in my opinion. And after that pro day, he ran a 4.88, I think it was. I'm not exactly sure, but 4.88, crazy, very athletic, just very pro ready, All right, that's the pick for the Dolphins. With the seventh pick in the NFL or 2021 NFL draft, we got the Detroit Lions selecting Jamar Chase. If this lines up for them, it's going to be the best situation they wanted, Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in this draft, and they need that bad, They don't have Marvin Jones anymore, and they don't have Kenny Galladay. They really have no one. I could see them taking Trey Lance or even Mac Jones, but no, I go Jamar. And Goff is not underrated, but I feel like he gets a bad rep for what he has done, And you never know, he could have a very good season. All right, so with the eighth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, we got the Carolina Panthers selecting. Don't know why it says QB still. They got Sam Darnold. I'm going to go Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith from Alabama, Heisman Trophy winner. Uh, a very confident receiver. They need more. They got rid of Curtis Samuel. You know what? Back thinking about it, they could go maybe Patrick Surtain, maybe even a J.C. Horn, cornerback guy. But I'm gonna go just Devontae Smith because they lost Curtis Samuel. They still got Robbie Anderson. He had pretty good year last year. No, he had a very good year. What am I saying? He had a really good year. Uh, Talking about the Sam Darnold trade, though, you know what? Like, they were the front, in my opinion, and what I thought, they were the front runners, and they forwarded Deshaun Watson. Maybe because the allegations came up, that's maybe why they backed off. They freed a lot of cap for that guy, for the upcoming years because he had that big contract. But Sam Darnold trade itself was not the best value. I think it was a second, third, a fourth, a fifth, something like that. It was just kind of a little too much. I don't think you get that much for a guy so unproven, you know. That's just my look at it. You guys can think whatever. And, you know, Jets got a second and whatever. It's up to coming next two drafts. I'm not for sure on the details, but it's something like that. Alright, so with the ninth pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, we have the Denver Broncos selecting Trey Lance, North Dakota State. I think they need someone to compete, at least try to compete with Drew Lock. You know, this is a valuable pick. It's still a top 10 pick. And with the talent in this draft, it's huge. I was never high on Drew Lock when they got him, 2-3 years ago. 2018 draft in the second round, I'm pretty sure. Just never really been that high on him. And after all the Denver fans talking before this upcoming season how he's the future, he's the franchise guy, and, you know, like some of those games, man. Some of those games looked alright, but some of those games were rough, especially like the Raiders game, that first Raiders game. Really, really bad. You couldn't get anything going. And that's against a horrible defense. Yeah, and Trey Lance, I think just a better prospect. Can run the ball, really physical, pretty accurate with throws. Big 6'4", big guy. Yeah, so Trey Lance is a solid pick at 9 for the Denver Broncos. For the 10th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, we have the Dallas Cowboys selecting. Gotta look at this one a little bit, guys. So, there's different options. Thinking Horn or Surtain. You could go even a dare saw, even a edge like Jason Owe. Let's look at edge real quick. I know Jalen Phillips, Gregory Rousseau, Kwity Paye. You know what? I'm gonna go Kwity Paye right here. I'm gonna go Kwity Paye. Either Surtain or Kwity Paye I think is good. They just need more edge. You know, DeMarcus Lawrence had not the greatest year last year. He couldn't really do anything. And Aldon Smith, he was very good the first few weeks. Looked like his old self, like no lie, like his old 49er self, but just never did anything after like the 4th, 5th week. I'm not exactly sure, but around that time, just couldn't do anything. So they need more, and I think Kwity Paye can be that guy. Still can a bigger, very big guy. Hopefully he shows what, like, let's see what he can do on that defense. They really need defense, and I think Cowboys gonna focus on that, like edge, corner, safety, even maybe even linebacker. I mean, they got Jalen Brown, Van Der Esch, but Van Der Esch didn't play much. Yeah, they just need defense. It was really bad last year. All right, with the 11th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, we got the New York Giants selecting. We're gonna look at this one real quick. They do need O-line. I'm gonna look at tackles. I mean, Darisaw, I think, is the only. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Elijah Tucker, Veer Tucker, because he can move around the line. He can play tackle. He can play interior O-line. Very versatile. Wherever they want to put him. They got Andrew Thomas last year, and had a pretty disappointing season. I was predicting them to go that, but in my own opinion, I wish they went after we saw Tristan Wirfs, like, that guy was awesome. That was a steal for the Bucks. So see how just dominant his first season was. But there's always upside for that guy, and Vera Tucker is just very interchangeable. I feel like a plug and play guy. With the 12th pick in the NFL Draft, we have the Eagles that traded back from the Dolphins that had the Niners pick, and they're gonna go. I mean, Mac Jones is always an option. I'm not thinking they're gonna go quarterback, and I don't want them either to. I think Jalen Hurts, got to let him at least get a full season in, and I thought he looked pretty good, At times he looked very, very good. I didn't even see this guy, Jalen Waddle. They need wide receiver. What is his name? Rieger had a rough time, rough season this last year. Didn't really do what he was to do. Wish they traded up for CeeDee Lamb, but that's another story. Jalen Waddle's going to bring hopefully that true number one receiver they need, another option they need, and I think they'll take either another wide receiver or a tight end in the next upcoming rounds. All right, with the 13th pick, we got this Los Angeles Chargers. And I'm gonna go Christian Darisaw from Virginia Tech. I think they need tackle or O-line, similar to the who is it similar to? What am I saying? Oh, similar to the Giants, and Darisaw can bring that, It's the third best offensive lineman or offensive tackle in this draft. Probably the third best offensive lineman in this draft, what I'm saying, in my opinion, and in my rankings, you could say. I've watched a little bit of his tape, He's a good pass blocker, pretty well on the run too, so that looks good. For the 14th pick, we have the Minnesota Vikings. And where are they going to go? Got to think about this one, because they need O-line, but I think there's no O-line you can get at this time. That's going to be a very big reach. I'm gonna go edge, and I know who I'm gonna go. Jalen Phillips, full pass rush in this draft. Bull rush, super athletic, got the weight, got the height, got the athletic ability. He's risen since his pro day, and I've even say after getting people knowing about him, I think his stock has went up tremendously. I think that he was a probably early second round. Now he's probably a mid to late first round. Just because how well he looked. He looked very, very good and super consistent too. Compared to like a guy like Gregor Rousseau, which was as consistent. And like I saw, like there's times that he couldn't get off of blocks at all. Um, Even how big he is, 6'6", couldn't get off of those blocks some of the times. Okay, so with the next pick, or with the 15th pick, we have the New England Patriots, and I think this is kind of a no-brainer here. I mean, not completely no-brainer, but I'm gonna go Mac Jones, or I think they're gonna go Mac Jones. Mac Jones could be top 10, even top 10 pick. What he did with Alabama, got the players around him, but he made them better. Very, very accurate, very accurate. Just traditional pocket pass, and I think Belichick will kind of like that kind of scheme. Just a great pocket passer. Can't do much on his legs, but look what he did with Tom. I'm not saying he will do that with Mac, but I just think Mac fits that. I think he fits Belichick's system well, you could say. With the 16th pick, we have the Arizona Cardinals. And they could go a few different options, but I'm going to go Patrick Surtain. Going to go Surtain because of the cover ability. Not so much the press, which he can work on, but his press wasn't so good. But they need a corner, and they got rid of Pat P. Is gone. They need a corner bad. With pick 17, we have the Las Vegas Raiders, my team, if you didn't know. And we need, I would say, biggest need probably be tackle, safety. Tackle or safety. Micah Parsons is here, and I think you can go him. You gotta go him. 'Cause you don't want him to let him drop. But J.C. Horn's here, Morig. I just don't think we'll go someone in the secondary in the first round. Either O-line, but not corner, because we went corner last year, and the year before we went safety. I just don't think we'll do the same thing. I'm gonna go Micah Parsons. It's too good to pass up on. Super athletic, all around the best linebacker in the draft. Can basically do it all. You can cover pretty well. Great run stopper. Yeah, but still good at cover. So it's gonna be Nick, Corey Littleton, and Micah Parsons, which is a pretty scary trio right there, and Nicholas Morrow. And Micah can rush out the end too if we need him there. But I think if Morig is an option at free safety, but there's a lot of guys later round. Lamar Johnson. Javon Holland even. So, yeah, Micah Parsons pick. With the 18th pick, we have the Miami Dolphins. And what did I go? I went Penny Sewell for them. Oh, Rashawn Slater. Whoa. Still good. What am I saying? Good. So they got the O-line, I think, good right there with that pick. Christian Barmore's open, and they need edge, defensive line. But I'm going to go Barmore. His stocks went up. The best interior D lineman in this draft. What they need. Can stop the run. Still can pass rush too, which is good. So with the 19th pick, we have the Washington football team. And I'm going to go Jeremiah Usa Karamoa. I think that's how you say it. Best coverage linebacker we've seen in a long time. Long time. Just can cover anyone. Really. Can cover basically anyone. I think that's where he shines at. Still alright against the run, but I think that's just where he shines, is covering tight ends, wide receivers. With the 20th pick, we got the Chicago Bears. And the Chicago Bears are going to go J.C. Horn. You're replacing J.C. Horn for Kyle Fuller. That don't know why you did. You released him. Worst decision probably in a while I've seen in a long time. J.C. Horn. Very super athletic. Can press, can cover well. Yeah, J.C. Horn, they just to replace the Kyle Fuller that they let go. Don't know why. For the 21st pick, we have the Indianapolis Colts. Wide receiver probably is the biggest need. And I'm going to go Rashad Bateman. So this looks like it's going to be Bateman, T.Y., and Michael Pittman. That's pretty solid in my opinion. T.Y. is still getting older. And I think they got him for like 10. I'm not exactly sure. Was it like 10 or maybe it was like 6? I don't know. I thought it was like some crazy amount, which is kind of crazy for a guy like T.Y. He hasn't put up the numbers that he has in a while. And I think, that's just what they need, They need a true number one type of guy, and I think Rashad Bateman will do that for them. At pick 22, we have the Tennessee Titans. They're kind of the same boat as Indianapolis, probably even worse. Got rid of Humphreys and Corey Davis. Elijah Morris here. Very quick. No, I'm going to Elijah Moore. Be the side guy to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's going to control that wide receiver core, but Elijah Moore is going to be that wide receiver 2, speed more guy than A.J. Brown. All right, so with the 23rd pick, we have the New York Jets going. I could see different possibilities here. I'm gonna go Caleb Farley. I just can't really let that guy drop that much farther, even though he had I think it's the back surgery. It's just that he was my number one corner. Just how locked down he was, the traits is just giving me an eye of like a Jalen Ramsey. I'm not saying he will be a Jalen Ramsey, but Jalen Ramsey traits, super good in the press, and or you could say Darrelle Revis if you want, or Richard Sherman, but a lockdown guy. Caleb Farley's it. And those concerns on the back put his stock down. Now with the 24th pick, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm going to go what they need very bad. Travis Etienne, or halfback, what am I saying? Travis Etienne from Clemson. You know, pass catcher in the backfield. Best running back in this draft. Yeah, and that's what they need, you know. James Conner wasn't it last year. And never really been high on him. Never been high on him. But I really think if they, I mean, I'm talking kind of stupid here, but I think if they locked up Le'Veon Bell 2017 or before the 2018 season, I think Le'Veon Bell would be in a lot better position now. I just want to go Travis Etienne because I don't want him to get selected in the early second, because I think it's possible. And even they could trade up if they really like him. They could trade up to maybe a few picks, or probably only the what do you call it, the Jets pick, because that's what they need too, as a halfback. And I could see Najee Harris too, but I think Travis Etienne is more of a classic in that type of. I just feel like they're gonna like him better. With the 25th pick, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, their second first-round pick, and they need. They do need a tight end, but I think Brevlin Jordan would be good for them, or the one from Notre Dame. Forgot his name, but I think he's probably third round pick. And oh yeah, they do need a tackle bad. I'm gonna go Tevin Jenkins. They need a tackle, and that's what they get. Tevin Jenkins could go in earlier than this. Very good. I think that's where he should be going at, though, Tevin Jenkins. Even maybe he could even get into the second round. But with the 26th pick, the Cleveland Browns select. People are going to think I'm crazy. I've been watching a lot. Just watching this guy's film before this. Jamin, I'm pretty sure I say it. Davis. He's from Hawaii, but went to Kentucky University of Kentucky. I think he's about 6'4". Yeah, 6'4", 234. Kind of like a Patrick Willis. Patrick Willis a little smaller, or what do you call it? Shorter, but super good in coverage. Like, I'm normally great in coverage. That Kyle, there are a lot of guys going over the Kyle Pitts game, and he's covering them very, very well. And not a lot of guys did that this year. I don't really think anyone else did. And I've been seeing a lot of guys saying how good he is, and I heard of him, and he was probably a predicted third round pick, maybe even late second, and now I think he's late first. Second, early second. Just so good in coverage, and plays like a corner almost. And with that height too, which helps a lot. Okay, so with the 27th pick, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Got Sammy Watkins. Kind of a odd kind of pick. But just a little odd type of pick. Sammy Watkins out of his prime. So they need another wide receiver. I'm going to go Terrence Marshall Jr. They need a bigger guy. A guy that can be that number one, because Sammy Watkins is not a number one wide receiver really shouldn't be on any team anymore. So Terrence Marshall is going to be that number one guy for Baltimore. With the 28th pick, we have the New Orleans Saints. And they do need wide receiver. I don't think Michael Thomas is not going to, not saying he won't, but I think he won't have a year like he did 2019. Uh, I'm sorry, I don't know. I just think they caught his scheme too much. And he was injured last year, I get it. And maybe watch. A lot of these things, I said Justin, I wanted the, what are you saying? I wanted Tua to go before Justin because I thought Tua was better. I mean, he still could be better, but that didn't turn out, and I wasn't high on Justin Herbert at all, at all, at all. Let me just say that, but I think I I don't exactly know about Michael, but he could turn around injuries. But I'm gonna go Rondell Moore. They lost Emmanuel Sanders, or I think they released him. They're a bad cap situation anyway. So yeah, they get rid of Emmanuel Sanders and they bring another guy kind of similar. And their linebacking core is not. I mean, Demario Davis is basically the only big guy, and yeah, I think he's top 5 linebacker in the league. All right, with the 29th pick, we have the Green Bay Packers, and they do need wide receiver. I think Tony could be a pick. Linebacker, Zayvon Collins. Why can't I find linebacker? Or Nick Bolton. I'm going to go Nick Bolton because that's going to replace kind of a Blake Martinez type of player, just a run stopper and, tackling machine. That's how I think Nick Bolton's going to play. More of a run stopping guy. Can still cover, but that's how Blake Martinez was. And even on the Giants this last year, very, very solid season. I think 120 tackles, something like that. All right, now we have the Buffalo Bills at the 30th pick. And they're fighting for JJ. I'm going to go, I could see them go even a running back, like a Najee Harris. But I think it's a little too early for what they need. Jason Owe. You know what? I'm going to go Jason Owe. I like his game a lot. Very quick, and he doesn't always have to not always an edge guy all the time. With the 31st pick, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. They need tackle bad. Simon Cosme, Alex Leatherwood, Jalen Mayfield, guard 2, and edge. Really, all they got is Frank Clark, Carlos Basham, very underrated. This is a tough one. So I want to go like someone like Cosme, because I like his game. I'm gonna go Cosme. I think that's their biggest need. They don't really have a tackle. They got Kyle Long. Got Kyle Long for guard, but no really tackles. Released both of their tackles, Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz, which they haven't got picked up. So I'm saying even the Raiders could get a guy like that, With the 32nd pick, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They do need a safety. I could see. Oh, Trayvon Moehrig is still. I'm gonna go Trayvon Moehrig. I think that's how you say it. A ball hawk and can come down and make a tackle if he needs to. So let's see what our grades. We got A+ in the first 3, which is pretty good. You know, they go by their rankings. So Trevor Lawrence was 1, and then so on. Zach Wilson was 2. Give me a B- on the Kyle Pitts. I could see that because they got Hurst, and they could want a quarterback. Penny Sewell. It's a B+, which is surprising. Rashawn Slater was a C-. Not ranked super high. That's probably why. Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, A's. Trey Lance was an A+. Wow. Kind of surprising. Kwity Paye was a D+. Okay. They need edge, but didn't like the Kwity Paye pick. And Elijah Vera Tucker, I think that's a great pick for the New York. Jalen Waddles, good pick. D+ for a Christian Darrisaw. What is that? They don't like the Jamin Davis pick probably because he's ranked not so high. Nick Bolton give me B+. Trayvon Morig they give me A+, just probably because how highly ranked he is. Yeah, Mac Jones A+. So yeah, I think it's a pretty solid draft. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. If you liked the draft, give it a like, give me a subscription or subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.